I'm here at the Harley Street Skin Clinic with Dr. Aamer Khan, co-founder of the clinic, and I'm here picking his brains about a couple of things. And one of the things I wanted to ask was about aging skin, and in particular, how skin will suddenly escalate its aging after the menopause. Why does that happen?
That's an interesting one. We're aging all the time, and I've written a book about aging, Turn Back Time, and how we can manage the aging process in very simple terms, so anybody can understand and read it and take something from it. But one of the things I talk about is a tipping point, when we actually start to age, and this is where our whole metabolic system, our whole communication system, intracellular communication system changes. And that's around the age of 35, that's the tipping point.
35?
So up to the age of 35, our bodies are regenerating. So the main thrust is for regeneration. So this is why whenever you have an operation or an accident or you fall down, we just bounce up. Our bodies recover very quickly. After the age of 35, it starts to struggle a little bit, and the older we get, the more it struggles. Yeah. And that's because of the changes that occur at a cellular level. Now, there is an interplay between how the cells communicate with each other, how inflammation works, how our repair systems work, and how our hormonal balances are changing. Now, the degradation of collagen is something we all look at as a sign of aging.
Doesn't that start quite young?
It does.
I mean, in your 20s?
Yes, yeah. And there is a natural degradation of collagen from after our teens. Yeah. And we have maturation up to about 22 years of age, and then from then on, we're getting a degradation. And there's a 1% per year degradation of collagen. So by the time we're 50, we've got about 50% of the collagen left. So, but that's right across the board. However, estrogen helps to maintain that in women at that level. Once estrogen levels drop, then the degradation accelerates to 1.5%, which is a 50% increase in the degradation of collagen and the aging process.
So does that mean that women will age faster than men?
Yes. Yeah,
that is not fair.
It's not fair.
That is not fair at all.
And we see that.
Outrageous.
We see that discrepancy increasing with age, and it's one of the reasons why we talk about men shaving and all that, but I think it's really hormonal as well.
So estrogen is really the thing that keeps you looking youthful and skin.
Yeah, it's one of the things, and testosterone is also important for vitality and for energy.
Men and women.
Yeah, for men and women. Yeah. But what happens with estrogen is it has a number of effects, and one of them is slowing down the degradation of collagen, and those brakes are taken off after the menopause because the estrogen is gone. The other thing, and which is there are studies around, are the inflammatory factors, pro-inflammatory factors increase because estrogen controls and reduces inflammation in the skin. So not only does the degradation increase, the sensitivity of the skin will increase.
And what would happen? What sort of thing could you get in your skin because of that inflammation?
Well, it becomes inflamed, it becomes red, you get broken vessels, you become sensitive to things you weren't sensitive to before, skincare and things like that.
Really? So you get more and more sensitive the older you get? Well, that just sucks.
It does. It does, until science catches up. And then,
so what is the answer? I mean, is HRT the answer?
HRT is the answer, but not every woman can take HRT. No. So stabilising your metabolism, eating well, eating healthily, eating the right foods, reducing inflammation through your lifestyle. And then you've got PDT, photodynamic therapy.
Which I love.
Which actually counters the effects of estrogen and that.
Oh, and I didn't even know that, and I loved it anyway.
And for 3 months, so one session of PDT will help to reduce the pro-inflammatory reaction.
And just explain to people, that is the red light, or it can be red light or blue light.
Well,
I do the red light.
It's red and near infrared light. Those two are the ones that really help. The blue light is good in stimulating other things, in reducing sebum, in killing bacteria and things like that.
So actually, the photodynamic therapy is really good as you're aging to combat, did you say the estrogen, the lack of estrogen,
yes.
and inflammation? Oh, well, that's very interesting. What else would you suggest?
I think using peptides, natural
peptides.
In products which have an estrogenic effect.
Right.
But they stimulate the skin.
Right.
So the important things are a gentle exfoliation, because of the aging process there's a build-up of the upper layers, the epidermis of the skin, and the keratin layers of the skin, the dead skin layer, and thinning out of the dermis. So by regular gentle exfoliation in your daily routine, that helps to turn over the skin much more naturally than having regular peels, which can be a bit more hard.
Yes, and I used to love those quite abrasive cleansers with them, but actually you can really damage your skin with that.
Especially with the sensitivity, you get more inflammation.
But one thing that I actually got from here is the Neostrata, is it the glycolic acid peel? They're just pads, and it's so gentle, and honestly that's made such a difference to my skin.
So the gentle peels are great, because those pads, they don't strip your skin.
No.
What they do is they break down the keratin between the dead skin layers, so it sheds more effectively.
Yes.
And you don't get peeling. But again, try it first, because if your skin's super sensitive, you may
not be able to tolerate. Everybody's different.
Yeah,
Everybody's
acclimatise your skin.
But it's funny you should say that, because I have a lot of friends and they just don't understand it, because they get to my age, or maybe even a little younger than me, and they become so sensitive. They've reached a point where they can barely use any products at all, and if they even use a moisturiser, just a hyperallergenic one, they'll just break out.
Absolutely.
And it's very frustrating.
But understanding why it happens is part of the solution.
Yeah.
And then using anti-inflammatories in your skin. So lactobiotics are very, very good. These are beta hydroxy acids, which have an anti-inflammatory effect. Vitamin C is very good.
Applied topically on the skin.
Topically and taken orally.
Yes, I'm a great believer in both of those, on your skin and in your body. Yeah, very, very good. And I do, and I'm a great believer, and talk about this a lot on Ageless, is living that lifestyle, what you eat, and eating non-inflammatory foods, and exercising, and all those things. But which I think is so important, and as you get older, but it sounds like it's actually even more important as you age.
Absolutely.
That you need it even more.
Yeah, because your skin is reflecting what's happening in the rest of your body.
Yeah.
So if this is happening in our skins, it's happening internally as well, and that's why it's important to have that good lifestyle.
I'm going to remember that. If it's happening on your skin, it's happening internally. Okay, great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.